Your startup can reach $1 million in revenue. This is not a dream. It is an outcome. The path is not a straight line. It is a series of loops. Each loop is a chance to learn. Many founders think big ideas are enough. They believe a perfect product will magically attract customers. This is a myth. The journey to $1 million is paved with small, deliberate steps. It is built on validated learning, not on grand assumptions. This essay offers a clear playbook. It is a map for navigating the uncertainty of building a new venture. It promises a method, not a miracle. The core idea is simple. You must build a sustainable business. A sustainable business is one that acquires customers at a cost lower than the revenue they generate. Forget the noise about venture capital massive launch parties. Focus on this single, vital truth. Can you find a customer, solve their problem, make a profit doing so? Every action you take should be a test of this equation. Every dollar you spend should be an investment in finding this answer. The path to $1 million is not about having all the answers. It is about asking the right questions relentlessly. This process begins with a mindset shift. You are not just a builder. You are a scientist. Your startup is your laboratory. Every feature is an experiment. Every marketing campaign is a test. Your goal is not to prove your initial idea was right. Your goal is to find a plan that works. This requires humility. It demands that you listen to data more than your own ego. The founders who succeed are the ones who can separate their identity from their initial product idea. They fall in love with the customer's problem, not their own solution. This is the foundation upon which scalable businesses are built. Success, therefore, is not measured in lines of code, written features shipped. It is measured in validated learning. How quickly can you cycle through the build, measure, learn feedback loop? Build, measure, learn. The faster you learn, the faster you can adapt. The faster you adapt, the less capital you waste on the wrong path. 5 minutes can feel like an eternity when you are waiting for a server to reboot. But 5 minutes spent talking to a customer can save you 5 months of building something nobody wants. This is the new currency of speed. Your first task is not to build a product. It is to find a problem. Find a painful problem experienced by a specific group of people. Do not start with everyone. Start with one. Who feels this pain most acutely? Who is actively searching for a solution right now? These are your early adopters. Your mission is to know them better than they know themselves. This requires getting out of the building. You must talk to them, watch them work, understand their frustrations, and their existing imperfect workarounds. Do not ask them what they want. Observe what they do. This is the raw material for a successful product. Once you have a deep understanding of the problem, you build the smallest possible thing to solve it. This is your minimum viable product, or MVP. The MVP is not a cheaper version of your final product. It is an experiment designed to test your most critical assumption. Does this solution actually solve the core problem for your target customer? Your MVP might not even be a piece of software. It could be a landing page that collects email signups. It could be a simple service you deliver manually. The goal is not perfection. The goal is speed to learning. Ship it before you feel ready. The moment your MVP is in the hands of real users, your job shifts. You become a listener. You must collect feedback. This feedback is the most valuable asset your startup has. Is the product being used as you intended? What are the biggest points of friction? Are users willing to pay for it? Use simple analytics and direct conversations to gather this data. The feedback is not a list of feature requests to be blindly implemented. It is evidence. A great product does not guarantee growth. You need an engine to bring customers to it. In the early days, focus on mastering a single channel for customer acquisition. Do not try to be everywhere at once. Pick one channel that seems most promising and learn it inside and out. Search engine optimization, paid social media ads, content marketing, direct sales. Build a repeatable, predictable process to acquire one new customer. Document every step. Measure every result. Find the levers you can pull to make it work better. As you refine your growth channel, watch your money with extreme discipline. Cash is the fuel for your learning engine. When it runs out, the learning stops. Know your cash burn rate at all times. Create a simple 3 to 6 month budget. Scrutinize every spending decision. Will this expense help us learn faster or acquire customers more efficiently? Cut everything else. A fancy office does not find product market fit. Expensive business cards do not lower CAC. Frugality is about extending runway to maximize chances of success. Track a few key metrics. Avoid vanity metrics like total signups or page views. Those numbers feel good but tell you nothing about business health. Focus on actionable metrics. Customer acquisition cost, CAC, customer lifetime value, LTV, churn rate. How much does it cost to get a new paying customer? How much profit will that customer generate over their lifetime? How many customers are leaving each month? These numbers tell the true story of your business. Improve the core equation. LTV must be significantly greater than CAC. 2 ways: lower your CAC or increase your LTV. Lower CAC by optimizing your growth channel. In the early stages, the startup is the team. The right people can navigate immense uncertainty, while the wrong team will crumble at the first sign of trouble. Your first hires should be like Swiss Army knives. Look for people who are not defined by a narrow job title. You need individuals who are adaptable, curious, high tolerance for ambiguity. They should be generalists who can wear multiple hats. One day they might be coding, the next they are on a sales call, and the day after they are analyzing customer feedback. This versatility is essential when resources are scarce and priorities change weekly. Building the right culture is as important as hiring the right people. An early-stage startup culture should be built on 3 pillars: trust, speed, focus. Trust allows for autonomy. You cannot micromanage when you are moving fast, so you must trust your team to make smart decisions. Speed is about the pace of learning, not just the pace of work. The culture should reward experimentation and rapid iteration. Finally, focus means everyone understands the 1 or 2 key metrics that matter most right now and aligns their work to move those numbers. A strong culture acts as a silent manager, guiding decisions when you are not in the room. To maintain focus and speed, communication must be ruthlessly efficient. Ditch the long, formal meetings. Opt for short daily stand-ups where each person shares what they did yesterday, what they will do today, what is blocking their progress. Use simple project management tools to keep everyone aligned on priorities. Documentation should be minimal but clear. The goal is to maximize the time spent building and learning and minimize the time spent in meetings or deciphering confusing instructions. Clear roles and clear communication prevent the chaos that can easily derail a small, fast-moving team. As you prepare to scale, think carefully about when and how to grow the team. Do not hire in anticipation of future growth. Hire to solve a current pressing bottleneck. Is customer support overwhelming your engineers? Maybe it is time for a dedicated support person. Is your single growth channel maxed out? Perhaps it is time to hire someone to explore a second one. Use contract or part-time help whenever possible to test the need for a full-time role. Every new hire adds communication overhead and complexity. Be deliberate. A small, high-performing team will always run faster and learn more than a large, disjointed one. Theory is useless without action. The journey to $1 million does not begin with a 50-page business plan. It begins with a single step. Here is a simple playbook you can start executing today. This is not a comprehensive guide, but a set of concrete actions designed to get you moving and learning immediately. Stop reading about startups and start building one. The answers you seek are not in this essay. They are out there with your potential customers. This playbook is your map to finding them. Your goal for the next 2 weeks is to complete these steps. First, identify and contact 50 potential customers. Do not send a mass email. Find them on social media. Find them in forums. Find them through personal networks. Reach out to them one by one. Your goal is to have a short conversation with at least 10 of them. Ask them about the problem you think you can solve. Ask them how they are solving it now. Ask them what they dislike about their current solution. Listen more than you talk. Do not try to sell them anything. Your only job is to learn. This is the most valuable market research you will ever conduct, and it costs you nothing but your time. Second, based on what you learned, build the simplest possible version of your product. This is your first MVP. It might be a single-feature web page, it might be a spreadsheet template, it might be a detailed mock-up. It must do one thing: demonstrate how you solve the core problem you identified. Spend no more than 1 week on this. The goal is not to create a polished product. The goal is to create an artifact that you can use to have a more concrete conversation with customers. Perfection is the enemy of progress at this stage. Build something you can show. Finally, go back to the people you interviewed. Show them your MVP. Ask them, would you be willing to pay a small amount, say $10, to use this right now? Their answer is the only validation that matters. If they say no, ask why. If they say yes, try to actually take their money. This is the moment of truth. Getting your first 10 paying customers is a monumental milestone. It proves you have created something of value. It gives you the first real data on your CAC and LTV. Now you have a foundation. You have a working feedback loop. Your journey has begun. Take that first step. Start today. It is not about building faster. It is about learning faster. That is the secret to scaling. This is the symbiotic relationship between product and market that creates the foundation for explosive, scalable growth. Review these numbers weekly. Make small, incremental changes based on what you see. A 5% improvement here and a 10% improvement there compounds over time. This disciplined, metric-driven approach turns your startup from a gamble into a science. Climb the ranks with small, deliberate steps. Learn faster than the competition. Build a sustainable engine where LTV exceeds CAC, and let the compounding carry you to 1 million and beyond.